This week on Lone Lobos.
With that, it was my birthday yesterday. That booty stank. No, I'm just kidding. My girl, eventually when I have a girl, I want a soup girl. I want a soup girl.
People talk about processed foods. That's everything, bro. It's literally fucking
everything goes through a process.
Dude.
Your life is kind of like Game of Thrones right now in the sense that you are now the last son on the tip of the cliff.
Foo-foo.
3, 2, 1, go!
Come on.
Welcome. What? This is the Lone Lobos podcast. Welcome back. If you're listening, we missed this week, but it's for an important reason. If y'all don't know, we're living in Los Angeles. Jacob and I are Los Angelinos, and there's like kind of some breaking news, some stuff that happened in Los Angeles, and Jacob and I just wanted to take this intro to kind of take some time and
just kind of break down what's going on in our city right now. It's a little bit heavier topic than I would say we normally tackle, but it's something that is very prevalent in our lives right now. It's impacting a lot of people. We know some of us personally, and we just wanted to highlight it just because it's very surreal that it's happening, in our backyard.
And we just want to inform people. We want to give people the some resources. I am ill-informed. I, am researching, finding out things as shit is hitting the fan right now. And I think it's an opportunity for us to, maybe lend some resources, especially because we know a lot of our listeners, a lot of our folk that, listen to the podcast maybe live in and around the Southern California area. And it's pretty real, and it's really right now. And
even if you don't live in this area and this right now is not impacting you, it very realistically could in the future. So I think this is just a good thing for us to be talking about right now for everyone just to kind of know a little bit more about. We have like a list of resources and stuff that we're going to shout out.
Yeah, it's a learning moment we're going to have in this video, and I'll definitely want to say these out loud, especially for our people driving and stuff and whatnot. But basically, the biggest question I had was like, what can I do? How can I help? And I think, really quickly, if you have someone in your life that's affected by this, how to help. I think this is for the folk that are outside of that, conversation. If you're wanting to learn more, if you're wanting to learn, why is this happening? What's going on? We have some resources right here.
Yeah, and just for if someone doesn't know what we're talking about, there's been some pretty aggressive moves.
There's ICE raids happening in Los Angeles, all across Los Angeles, and in I guess in turn, there's been like a big reaction in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is kind of sending a message. The Central American Resource Center, I'd say, is the first, the one that the only one in this list that will have that I have, checked out and looked at. And these are places. A lot of the links and a lot of the places that we have are pre-established organizations that are already geared towards helping folk who are affected by this, helping inform, doing a lot of the dirty work, so to speak, in terms of handling business and whatnot. So this is a resource that is tried and true that I've checked out before, and we'll have the rest in the description. But if you're in Los Angeles, please just stay safe this week. And every week, this isn't something that this has been going on for a while, but now more than ever is it in our backyard. So with that, it was my birthday yesterday. Happy birthday. I turned 24. Woo! I turned 24. Yeah. Let's go.
Me, Gianni, and Blake, we got Xolo, possibly the best present ever. Ocean, could you throw us the Lafufu?
Yes, I got I got a Lafufu.
Jacob, we got him some fake Labubu.
Jacob. Well, I mean, what's fake about it? It's in my hand. I'm touching
and
it.
we did get you the secret one.
I'm able to see it. If anything, honestly, that's better. I would rather have a fake Labubu and have the, oh my God, don't freaking.
Look, he's looking over his shoulder at you.
Don't poltergeist my doll, dude.
Look at him.
My Lafufu. His eyes are closed. And this is my. Oh, just the ring came off. I'll get that in a second.
Wait, so what are the identifying fake factors? Is it the fake?
So like.
Because why does that one look like that?
So this is the Labubu.
The Lafufu is cow hair, I'm pretty sure.
It is gonna say Pop Mart. It has like the ugliest part of the Labubu is the part that makes you know it's real. The tag, the butt tag. The eyes, they have open eyes, and they're not tall. I don't know why Jacob's is like a grown adult Labubu. That's an adulta boo-boo. Lafufu. But thank you so much for my birthday gift, Jacob. We've had a lot of great memories this year. This has been a really great year. Always have all I want to do on my birthday is have great eats, and you made that happen. So I appreciate that, bro. Yeah. Where do we go?
Yeah, we had some friends over, had some good Korean barbecue.
At
really
Daseongsa.
Cool spot
Over in K-Town.
K-Town. Really shitty
Romantic.
park over there, but
it was a really romantic vibe. If you like a spot for the aesthetic, and if you like a spot for the ambiance, of course, all the spots that we're going to recommend you are delicious. But if you're particularly keen on
this
having
one looks cool,
a nice date night, this is definitely the spot. And also, dude,
you got a car?
Yes, I had been planning to. It was like it happened. I had gotten the car a minute ago, and it finally now I have wheels, but. I'm excited about that. Oshun and I are, it's our car. So I can't wait. I'm going to put down, how much money should I put down, to give to the first person who doesn't hit the car between Oshun and I? Do you think one band?
I think it should be like whatever.
One band on the table, the first person to hit it. 3 bands, first person to dink the car, it goes to the other person.
Because that's probably how much it will cost if it gets that fucked up. I think 3 grand is like a
that's so
good.
Funny. But
what did you get? Is it a secret?
It is a secret for now. Yeah. Not for any particular type of reason, but just because I don't.
Blue BMW C477925.
I got
that's my car. That's my car.
Oh, Dad. But I am heading to Guadalajara for my birthday. I'm going to Mexico, going to a film festival out there, and I'm really excited about that. I've never been.
Ooh.
And I think I feel myself, as I get older, inching closer and closer to like jumping off the cliff of getting to learn Spanish again, and getting to go back down there has been really helpful in that. The thing that I realize, and the thing I'm sure like Nate can attest to, is it's really cool to be able to understand the colloquialism and the slang of a different place. And although no pasa nada, and although my parents and my abuelos and all my folk out here are fluent in Spanish, it's different out there.
Yeah,
it's different out there, and it's different everywhere. And I think that's kind of like, we're so privileged to be able to get to go to a place like Guadalajara, or get to go to DF or freaking Ghent, Belgium, and hear that. Love it. So if anyone's been to Guadalajara, please let us know.
Send the Rex.
My girl, eventually when I have a girl, I want her to love soup, bruh. To be a fan of all soups, bruh. I want a soup girl. I want a soup girl.
Egg drop.
Cream of mushroom.
Egg drop. Tom yum. Cream of mushroom.
Chicken
tomato
noodle.
bisque. French onion. It don't matter. I just want a soup girl,
Do you want her to love soup, or do you want her to love making you soup?
Both. No, I mean honestly, right now I'm not.
Honestly, it's a pretty low bar.
Right now,
like,
right now I'm not super pressed on
pressed?
someone like needing the ability to cook. I don't know how to cook right now. We can learn together. Like you don't need to know how to do that right now, but you just gotta enjoy eating soup.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, Peyton and I are doing this diet right now and having to like cook
Ooh.
all these like really weird fucking meals, bro.
Okay.
And it's been
like
so hard.
A somewhat of a cleanse.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just like, it's so hard, bro.
Yeah.
It's just like, no, dude, I didn't realize when people talk about processed foods.
Yeah.
That's everything, bro. It's literally fucking everything.
Everything goes through a process.
Dude, it's like, bro, Cliff Bars are processed.
Dude, anything that's like, dude.
Yeah, it's literally anything in a package.
Anything made by a company.
Cereal is processed. Fucking the Koya drinks that I love are processed. Even like really healthy things are considered processed. And I was like,
what if you process it? What if you get some oats?
Well,
some
yeah,
peanut butter,
you process it, it's fine.
some unprocessed
like,
honey,
dude, fucking,
some raisins.
Dude,
Make your own
she's
Cliff
going to
Bar.
the store right now to buy almonds.
Okay.
So we can make
Almond milk.
Milk?
almond milk.
Why do you need to make almond milk?
What?
Because you're an adult.
You're like, dude, it's not that hard to make almond milk.
Apparently, you just soak them and squeeze them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last night, I made
Almond milk.
unseasoned salmon. Just like oregano.
Wait,
I can't
no
have
seasoning?
sugar or salt.
Okay.
No pepper. No onions.
Oof.
Salt? This is
No
natural.
salt. Dude, salmon
This is some cleanse.
with mushroom,
This is the happiness cleanse.
sauteed mushroom, rainbow chard over rice, bro. That's it.
You better start doing some push-ups if you're eating like that, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Because if you're gonna be that unhappy while you eat, but isn't this your dream? You've always said eating is an inconvenience. If it was up to you, you would just eat standing up while you're doing other stuff. You don't want to take time, and now.
But now
you're
it
taking
also
a lot
tastes
of time.
bad. But now it also tastes bad. Like, this is my nightmare, bro.
Dude, I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting too many TikToks that say, when I don't want to be in the gym, but I'm with a 10 out of 10. I'm like, damn, I guess that's real. But I'm single, so that's my excuse.
I'm single, so
what's your
make me
excuse?
soup.
What's your excuse?
Somebody said your DM's about to be filled with soup images.
Gardner Jacob. Yeah, dude, that's going to be me. Honestly, I will say, though, this has opened my eyes to how bad the things that we put in our body are.
Oh, right.
Like, I bought, like, new soap. So I was like, oh, the soap I'm using is trash.
Oh, did you get that Sydney Sweeney soap? The bathwater soap?
Have you heard about that soap?
That's real?
Yeah.
It's like another Gwyneth Paltrow thing?
I mean, that's so meta, though.
Bro, she got sent
to
probably, that's probably like a $5 million deal, $10 million deal, if I was to guess. Dude, to say, let's sell your fucking bathwater, like, that marketing is so crazy, bro.
That's what you've been doing it for how long and haven't made that much money?
Dude, yeah, she gets big pharma behind her.
She's got big water behind her.
Yeah, she got big water behind her.
You need Arrowhead behind you, bruh.
Dude.
You need Arrow-One.
Yeah, Crystal Geyser won't return my calls.
Now they're up on sale on eBay for $2,000 because they're sold out.
Dude,
what?
You know what's so sad is like, there's a 90% chance that it's just fucking soap that she likes the smell of, and it's not her bathwater. But because there's that 10% chance that it might be.
Oh no, dude!
All those
no,
guys are
no, it's definitely not. No, I just want to make that clear. It's 100% not real.
You thought there was a fucking hole in it, bro.
It's a
dude. You can't speak, bro.
You're right.
I want to know who on her team even came up with that idea, dude. They just have. Someone on her team was just spending too much time on Reddit is really what happened. And they're like, dude, we can monetize this.
ChatGPT has been going crazy.
Upvotes.
They're like, what do we do if everyone loves our client? Jacob, bro.
Yes.
You're the last. This is kind of like your life is kind of like Game of Thrones right now in the sense that you are now the last son on the tip of the cliff. Third son of High Water, cousin of
the Booglis
of Montclair. You're the last brother to get married.
The last Bertrand. Yeah.
I was so actually pleased with my experience at your brother's wedding.
Yeah?
I didn't know what to expect.
It was your first real wedding, right?
I haven't been to a wedding in so long, and this was the first wedding that I went to as an adult who understood kind of what the act of marriage was when you do that. Because there's a lot of people who like are married status, but don't have the contract or don't do the ceremony or these things.
Oh, yeah.
But having the ceremony, doing, saying what the heck the point of it all was, it was so crystal clear to me and so beautiful, and so like I couldn't help but just be totally happy for the whole situation. Hardly know one of the people involved. I'm like, it's a pleasure to meet you, Claire.
Yeah. Congrats.
Have a great life. I don't know.
I'm glad I could be here for this send off. Yeah.
This is gonna be. It's like a ADBC moment in a way.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Bringing the crews together like that. But I want to hear from your perspective, because I was sitting, table 21. What was it like? What was it like at table? What was it like at table 1?
Yeah, baby.
Up close. I should have given you my camera, bro. I was so pissed. I was sitting all the way back there. I was like, should have just given it to him. But anyways,
it was really cool. It's so weird that my little brother's married. Like, that's super odd. He's 23, so I think even just for anybody thinking about marriage, like, that is kind of on the younger side.
Today.
In general. Yeah, today. That's just on the younger side.
I guess where we are, like, it's so relative.
Yeah. I guess people
right now.
I was saying Idaho, you get married like 19.
In our world right now, it's kind of young, yeah.
Yeah. So that was kind of like a funny adjustment, but Blake's a moody, surly kid sometimes, and it was cool to see him with like the biggest smile I've seen on his face in the last 5 years.
Dude,
kid was so
couldn't wipe
excited.
that stupid grin off his face.
Yeah, it was just so fun getting on the dance floor with him, and having all of his friends there that I've known since they were
I got
4.
to sit at their table.
Oh yeah,
I was at the friends with the groomsmen with all of them, and they were like, dude, we lost $20 today. We didn't think that he was going to be the first one. They're like, dude. Yeah, they were all so jazzed, and I can't even fathom what that moment is going to be like for whoever it is in our friend group that gets married.
Gets married, yeah.
Whoever it is in the friend group that gets married first, I'm just going to be there like,
that was my friend Andrew. He was
going to his.
Yeah, it was going to his, and like our whole Krusty Krab pizza friend group was there.
Andrew at the wedding. That was just there.
Yeah, Andrew Boy. And yeah, it was just so very surreal. I mean, he had been dating his girlfriend for a very long time, and like we all knew that they were going to get married, but it was still just odd. The act of being there, dressed up, standing up next to him was like looking at everyone was like, wow, dude, this is probably going to be most of us in the next 5-10
years.
Yeah, 10 years. Like,
within by the next decade.
Yeah,
it's going to be a whole lot different.
Yeah, it's so bizarre, but in a really fun way. Cool way to start the next chapter of life. I don't know if I would have picked my little brother getting married before me, just because all of my relatives, all of everyone at the fucking wedding. You're next, right? You're the next one on the chopping block, right? You're right. Where you get married,
dude? And you're just like,
talk to her.
You're like, well, I was trying to make it happen, but someone, what was he rushing for?
Dude, my God, for you, bro. Yeah, I don't know. So that was like a funny thing to navigate. I loved punting it off on other people, though. I would get ahead of it, and I would just walk up to other people who are single and be like, you're soon, huh? Come on, it's up to you now.
Did you think of doing a fake proposal?
There?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, that was so...
your speech. I just, wanted to take this time.
Dude, I will say, though, the speeches were... at my sister's wedding, I gave a great speech.
Okay.
I don't like to write down a speech. I'm much more in favor of just winging it. My sister's speeches were really funny. For whatever reason, my dad got up there and just pressed a button in his brain that was like, I'm going to say all of the wrong things I can possibly say during this speech.
In our podcast, we call it rambling. Dude.
But it was like the wrong rambling, bro. He was talking about how when Blake was a kid, how he was so close to Blake. He's like, yeah, because, Stina wasn't around much. And
Honestly, it was just someone who should have written their speech
down.
Who had a great sense of what they are like feeling, who is feeling a lot in the moment. But if they had just typed out their words and looked at them, would have seen like, nope, can't say that. Can't say it like that.
Bro, as soon as he said that, the whole crowd started laughing. My mom's face is like, what? And my dad just gets beat red. It's like, no, I mean, that's not what
No, she played it off very well.
It was hilariously, but then immediately after that, he's, says a funny story about Blake's cute, ties it in, and then goes say, and as parents, like, you make a lot of mistakes and just gestures to my sister. And my sister was like the biggest problem child of all of us. Most of the people at this wedding know us and know that. So we're just like,
not you saying it like that. That's not even.
But that's what everyone was thinking, honestly.
But I don't even know. In that moment, it didn't feel like a Freudian slip. It didn't feel like him.
Oh, dude, it totally was.
Really?
Oh, totally was, dude. Him just going, we made a lot of mistakes, and just everyone busted up laughing. And McKenna's sitting there, 5 minutes before this happened, she's, pestering my dad because I had to give a speech. Like, are you going to say something about me? You should totally say something about me. Like, kind of as a joke. And she's, now like, what the fuck?
That's the one. I got a shout out. Oh, yeah, I got a shout out in the speech, bro.
In my mom's?
Also, someone who, but she was going off the cuff. I was like, girl, you wrote a speech, and then you went off, and then you started going off.
Yeah, but her off the cuff led to, dude, my mom's speech was so good. I've never really heard my mom give a speech before, honestly, and hers was funny. She made fun of Blake. She had like a beautiful tie-in. It was really, really good. Yeah, Xolo got the shout out. My mom was giving this tie-in of how Blake is so smart with his money and is so great with money and is very frugal, and she really admires that about him. But also because of that, his clothing has suffered so immensely because he'll have shoes that, and this is so true about him, that are just completely ripped. The soles are coming off. Like, you can stick your foot through the front of the shoe. But he's like, no, these are still good, And Xolo gave Blake a pair of Yeezys, and for the past like maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
He was just rocking them.
Forever. Dude has been wearing them forever. And they are so dingy and beat up. But
all their other highlights.
I give a great speech, I will say.
I am so excited to catch my film that is going to get developed. I took a bunch of awesome photos. The bridesmaids had a really awesome color palette and had some really great stuff. It was just a really cool theme. I got to literally all the shit that I'd seen in the movies about weddings, I saw in real life. Like when I didn't know that this shit was real. There's a thing that happens in a wedding, bro, called a send off, where the bride and the groom run away from the party.
Yeah, we like all lined up. We're like, okay, everyone's ready for the send off.
And everyone and everyone's like, all right. And then they get in the car. And you remember in the movies when you saw like the little the cans on the back of the thing, and they're like, we're driving away. There were no cans, but they started.
The car was like just.
It was like the start of their. They were like, all right, we're out of here.
And then they left.
Left.
Dude, I will say though, it was fun because they just straight up left.
It was awesome.
It was fun watching Blake, load Claire into the car and him get in the car because his car's so bad at starting.
Oh, it was so symbolic.
Finicky.
It was so symbolic for the thing,
dude. First time turned over, like, yeah! It was great.
No, it was literally like the universe came together to make sure that the car would start because this is supposed to be the start of their awesome
it was a beautiful wedding. Claire's father gave a really touching,
his
absolutely hilarious speech.
His was really good.
It was so good.
And my favorite part was as the church dude is like doing the act of marriage, saying all the stuff.
Pastor Eric.
All I can think is like, oh my God, it smells like tacos right now. They had the taco guy there. They had the taco guy there, and he was setting up while they were doing the wedding.
You were the closest to him too, yeah.
And I was the closest. My chair was literally the closest to the taco setup, and they were grilling the meats as they were getting there. And I was just like, oh my God, this is so fucking sweet right now. Like,
dude, we had churros,
crying,
bro.
And they were like, all right, you can go.
Yeah, the food is like the best part. Did you guys have like an end of the night food?
Oh yeah, they had churros, they had Uncrustables and Costco pizza. Blake and Claire wanted to originally have Costco pizza for the wedding, but it got ex-nayed, so they it was a snack.
Bro.
Wait, have you ever been to a wedding where they had an InNOut truck?
No.
Yeah, or Andrew's wedding had a Habit truck.
Hey, that's
and
fire.
It's like unlimited. They don't have fries though. They have chips usually.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just go and get as much.
I will say, dude, I know that's really. I'm pretty sure it's like a little bit more expensive, but
it's a lot.
InNOut.
Kind of. No, to get like a burger truck, kind of worth it, bro.
It's so delicious.
It was so at his wedding. I mean, the tacos here were great.
Oh yeah,
and
they had everything. Yeah,
we had leftover. I was inside eating the rice and the apasado. It was great, but dude, I'm hungry now, bro. I can't eat anything good either.
We'll just start saying sugar, salt.
Sugar. Dude, I'm like, I can't have red meat or fucking pork, bro.
Wait, you could have fish and chicken though.
Yeah.
Okay.
No salt.
No salt.
MSG?
Fuck no, bro.
Okay.
Can you have
I can have almond
onions?
butter. Can't have peanuts, but I got. What you say?
Oil?
No oil. I can have dates.
I'm trying to think how I could make you poke it, but
yeah, right. It's like I can have salmon and whitefish.
Salmon and whitefish, tilapia.
Yeah. So I mean, like, the no seasoning. Like I can have oregano, like thyme, parsley, like
cumin,
a little bit of turmeric, like sparingly. No citrus. Crazy, bro.
Also, like it's herbs. No, like no.
It's basically just like vegetables, fruits, and fish.
Jacob, how was your editing sesh?
Oh, dude, it went great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it went really good.
What did you learn about editing?
Command S.
I learned what an L cut was. I learned what a J cut was. I learned what. It was really, really fun. On the day when we were filming, I didn't realize how run and gun we were until we got into the edit, and I was like, oh, there's like certain like little just fluff shots that I thought maybe we had gotten that we didn't. Like we had all the core things that we wanted, but little fluff things like we definitely did. We just didn't have time. And I think just if I could do it all over again, just like prep a little more.
Next time.
Yeah, just next. Like one of the things that I did not think about was, there's a car scene. Was mapping out where the sun is going to be, where with the route that we're going to take, and what it's going to look like on each person's face. Never would have thought of that ever. Well,
you're not a lighting guy.
I'm not a lighting guy, but it's like, also like
usually in pre-production when you have a movie, you'd be like, "Hey, here's my lighting team. Here are all of my scenes," and then they figure that out.
Yeah, but I mean, this is super micro budget.
Now you're figuring
it's
that
friends
out.
of favors, favors of friends, and all that. But yeah, just learned a lot of stuff like that. I learned that I fucking love the editor that we found. Nice. William Allen Harris is so goated. I can't wait to work with him more.
He's gonna get poached now.
Nope. That's getting censored. Actually, he's only working with me. But yeah, he's a really cool creative guy. I can't wait. He's also a director. I can't wait to work with stuff that he does. And it was cool having you be out there for a little bit. And
I got to check out the edit, which was really cool. Seeing it, I'm excited to see what the heck it looks like now. After
dude, we some of the notes that you sent me, like we did like a full pass, like did all of it, and then I was like, oh, I forgot about your notes. We went back, watched the parts that you specifically highlighted to the bits that you had sent. Like we went and did those changes that you mentioned. So it was actually great that you were there.
Oh, let's go.
But yeah, dude, we're editing it. It's like 19 something minutes, and we're like, all right. Cooper said, he's our producer.
20.
Under 20, like we're chilling. And Cooper's like, yeah, no, definitely needs to be like 15. We're like, what? And he's like, yeah, bro, like all the things that get into Sundance, Tribeca, like all these things, they're like 13 minutes. And we're like, dude,
but
so we get it cut down to 17. And we're like, all right, dude. He's like, minimum 16. We're like, so it's at 12 right now.
Oh my God.
We've been like cutting and cutting and cutting. So I got 12 seconds.
And that's taking into account credits and all that? No,
that's without credits.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like all these people who watch these short films to try to, to allow them in, they're not watching them short credits.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, are they really like looking at the time code and being like 1721? No.
I think so, bro. I genuinely
not
think
from
so.
Jacob Scott Thomas Bertrand.
Dude, hopefully not. Oh my God. I hope that they see the fucking Brandon Lee in Peyton List, in Cooper Roth, in Xolo Maridueña.
And Sunny Sugajigic. Sorry, Sunny Soljic.
Sunny,
let it be known I know how to say your name, okay? It was for comedic
I can't wait,
effect.
dude. We gotta clip that just so we can send it to him. Oh, we gotta get him on the pod, bro.
Yeah, we gotta get him on the pod. Speaking of
Italy,
which,
bro.
I think as we get more guests on and as we, grow and, keep on evolving what this podcast is, we've had a lot of fun getting to learn from some folk. And I think it'd be cool to what do you think about literally speaking to some professionals on some weird random shit, or someone's like, dude, this person's coming in and they're the professional on pyramids and they're gonna come in and tell us
dude,
everything on pyramids.
Bad, bro.
Or this person, they're like, I know everything about mushrooms.
Oh, bro, you know who would be cool to try to get on is dude, I'm blanking on his name. He's so nice.
Alex Honnold.
Alex Honnold would be sick.
Climbers, a professional.
Jason Momoa would be cool to get on.
What is he an expert in?
What?
Water.
He's Jason Momoa. Water. Being Jason Momoa?
Yeah, true.
I would love to just talk to him about how he got into climbing. Because he's got a climbing brand. He's got shoes. He's got a chalk bag.
He's got a lot of different brands.
Yeah, he would be cool. Yeah, that would be cool. We should just pick someone from REI. There's someone who works at REI.
Oh, yeah.
It's actually yo, do you want to come on our podcast?
Hey, can I talk to the shift supervisor?
Yeah,
and then when he comes to the department, actually, I had a question. Do you want to be on my podcast?
Dude, we should do that. We should interview, go and be like, hey, manager at Cold Stone. Yo, can we talk to your manager real quick? Yo, what are you doing tomorrow, bro? You want to come on the pod? We should do that. Have a manager series.
You're inspired from freaking Nathan Barnett, who was like, yeah, I just found him on Craigslist.
yeah, dude. I think I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start hitting up people wherever I go.
Can someone make a burner Craigslist for us and find someone to come on the podcast?
Oh, we gotta get Timothy Changtaransu on the pod.
Timothy Delgado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in forever.
I met him last weekend.
He went to he tried it at Pokebomb.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, that guy's so chill.
He was like,
so chill.
This is fire.
At first he was like eating it, and then he saw us filming. He was like, "This is disgusting."
Dude,
that's
so good, bro. Yeah. Notice someone's filming. This is trash. I like
Just kidding. So here's the dilly dally song of the week. What do you got for me, Jacob? Do you know? I want to do Loose Change by The Alchemist featuring Earl Sweatshirt. It's what I've been listening to recently. The Alchemist is one of my faves. He's got really great production. I like his sampling, and Earl Sweatshirt's lazy, effortless, funkadelic flow is something that I've been listening to a lot recently. So it's been in the rotation. What about you, Bibi?
I'm gonna pick Sunny Baby.
Oh, it's sunny, sunny baby. We didn't even talk about that. You know that.
We'll talk about when we go to LA.
Yes. Yo, speaking of which.
Kook Song, Sunny Baby, off their new album, Never Know.
Jordan? Mother? Wait, are we going to have a Mother appearance on the podcast?
No.
Oh, okay.
I turned the camera off.
Dude, okay. So Jordan, the voice from heaven right now, what is your song of the week?
My song of the week is Lakeith Stanfield.
What?
Featuring Kid Cudi, which debuted at Cali Vibes.
No way.
Performance.
Wait, debuted where?
At Cali Vibes. At Cali Vibes, the festival that he was just at.
It's called Fast Life. And it was a banger. He's like, I have a special guest.
I saw him at Best Buy the other day.
And it was Lakeith Stanfield?
Yeah, and it was like, I have a special guest, and everyone was like, Travis Scott. And he's
my God.
Lakeith Stanfield. And everyone was like, what?
Whoa!
I didn't know he's into making music.
Yeah, he has an album. I looked it up. It came out in 2019, but he's relaunching his new career.
Hey, yo.
His music career. It's fire.
Dude, okay.
What a better way to hear it.
All right, and then Mama, do you want to, without being on video, do you want to submit a song of the week, something to put us on?
My song of the week is always "Fight the Power."
Hey.
Oh yeah,
always. And when that's not on, it's F the Police. NWA.
Louder for the people in the back, please.
Louder for the people in the back. Oh my gosh.
Really
very fitting this week.
Thank you. And what about Tuners? Do you have a song of the week?
I do.
Oh no, it's okay. I mean,
my song of the week is "Leave Me Alone" by Renee Rapp.
"Leave Me Alone" by Renee Rapp, off her newest soon-to-be EP. That booty stank. So no, I'm just kidding. Jacob's face, bro. I just had to see
Like,
his
dude,
face.
what?
Off of her newest EP.
What happened to the music industry?
Off of her newest EP, My Toe Cheese is smelly.
Delicious.
We'll see y'all in the next week. Thank you so much. If you are listening right now live, it's because you're a Lobito Exclusivo, and we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Sam, Mackenzie, I'm sorry, my
Ellie.
eyes deceive me.
Leilani,
appreciate you. And without further ado, we'll see y'all next week.
Bye-bye.
Over here. Ciao. Bye, go on.
And
This episode of Lone Lobos is a Lone Lobos production, produced by Monica Tamayo and JMKM, with intro music by Nicholas Gray. Like what you hear? Check us out on Instagram at Lone Lobos.